Yeah, we got awards for you
we're handing out.
Not for the people, but
okay.
we picked our
awards.
Yeah, we picked our awards just based over the year, what we thought boxing ended up looking like.
Yeah.
Album of the year, Stillmatic.
I'm
Album of the year for me,
curious-
Forever Story.
I'm really
JID.
curious to see how different our picks look and how familiar they are as well.
Okay. Do we want anyone have one?
They're gonna be mad.
Before we go into this, I would
do
say, besides getting Spence Crawford, this was a great year of boxing. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I felt like from the women's side, we got some fights that we wanted to see. Some fights we didn't want to see. Some fights we're still not happy about. Overall, I felt like this was a great
There it
year
is
of
again.
boxing.
You're unbelievable.
Crazy.
Take it easy.
How did you feel?
God, that's
Zittel?
5
You feel like
push-ups.
you didn't get fights you wanted? This was a horrible year?
This year was underwhelming.
How'd you guys feel, the fans? How you
Because-
guys feel?
No, please don't. Don't tell them to do that.
Yeah, my
Oh, my God.
they wanted me to do that.
That is
again.
underwhelming.
Just show you guys that
Are we
it's-
really impressed by that?
It's real.
Please leave that in the comments. Because I'm highly underwhelmed.
the back of the
Oh my gosh, there's no definition there. There was no definition.
Go ahead.
I was as smooth as this.
I said I was hyped about 2022. You said no.
No,
Tell me why.
The ladies delivered. You know, they the 3 best fights in women's boxing we wanted to see, we got. And they all delivered. Mayer, Baumgartner, Shields Marshall, Taylor Serrano. But in the men's, you know, Canelo taking on Bivol and Golovkin, still 2 top fights, especially Bivol, you know, tremendous credit to him. But, you know, I think the bigger fights would have been had he went, you know, the PBC thing and done, you know, Benavidez would have been a big pay-per-view. Charlo would have been a big pay-per-view in Texas. Crawford and Spence was failed to be delivered. So that fight couldn't come through. And then when you compare it to this time last year, we were coming off of you and Terrence, Canelo and Plant, Fury and Wilder put on the best heavyweight fight. And you know, you look at how we closed this year, it wasn't nearly as strong. So, but I do think 2023 is going to be a much stronger year than 2022 was.
So here's what you can't do whenever you come on the PorterWay Podcast. You cannot shit on boxing, okay?
He didn't.
I'm not.
He was giving a real. If there's anybody
if
that
we
loves
can't-
boxing, it's that guy right there.
If we don't, we can't be enablers.
Yeah, we got to hold it
You
accountable.
know what I mean? You can't say you're doing great when you're not doing great.
I mean, we all know that they're going to do what they're going to do anyway.
This is
That's true. That's true.
So you mentioned the best fights. We want to go fight of the year first. Does that make the most sense?
Fight of the year.
Fight of the year. Who wants to start?
Zittel?
Women, for women, Taylor Serrano. For men, Lubin and Fundora.
No. You don't get both.
All right.
No, I'm just messing. Go ahead. I'm just messing.
Who's your official pick?
I'm messing.
Lubin, Fundora.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
All right. Fight of the year. I'm going to go to Serrano Taylor.
What are we talking about?
Fight of the year. We just said fight of the year.
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the women stole that, and I'm gonna go.
That was a great fight.
Who'd you pick?
Taylor Serrano.
Ooh, you went Taylor Serrano.
Yeah.
And you went?
You know, I gotta go with Taylor Serrano because it was for the titles. It was for Undisputed, and I'll go Taylor Serrano.
Lubin. That was a good. That was a
Lubin,
great fight,
Fundora,
man.
runner-up.
I'll go where you went. I had Fundora and Lubin
Yeah.
as my fight of the year.
And we were there for that one.
Yeah, we were there for that
Yeah.
one. So
Carson was
that
cheering for
definitely adds to it.
Fundora.
No, I was cheering for Lubin. That was one of the few times I got out of my seat in a fight.
Yeah, I seen you. Okay, Carson, what you got? I'm a hype.
I actually have Charlo Castano too.
I'm not mad at that.
yeah.
I thought
was,
about that one.
And that
Thought
was
about
one.
We had it last year.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Ant and I watched that one together, and that was one where I was actually like on the couch, like, "Whoa, this is."
Yeah.
And it was
insane.
It was a great performance from Charlo, and after I think coming from the fight before, where I think Charlo maybe underwhelmed us a little bit, and Castano, I think we all thought either won or got like a draw at the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I think Charlo elevated his level, Castano elevated his level as well, and then. Yeah, it was a great matchup.
I thought that was the performance of the year.
Yeah.
But Charlo kind of made it almost a little too one-sided for me, you know.
That's fair.
But that
Yeah,
was
I'm
the
not mad at you for
performance
that.
of the year for
Yeah.
Charlo. Yeah.
I thought, just real quick, for Sebastian Fundora and Erickson Lubin, I thought it had like all of the ingredients to being just a fight of the year, great fight. I mean, it had the drama, it had the knockdowns, it had the blood, it had everything you wanted to see, and then on top of that, you didn't really know who was going to win that fight at certain points in the match. You know what I mean? The fight ends. Was the towel thrown in to end the fight? Yeah, and then you could see that even though Sebastian Formella, Fundora, excuse me, he went through some adversity, he still was able to weather the storms that came his way ended up lumping up Lubin in the fight, and you had to throw the towel in.
You still got Sebastian Formella nightmares in your head. Couldn't even stop.
To me, that is like the ingredients to
and I think with the girls, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, I think they set the tone. They sold out the
fight was so.
They sold out
good.
the Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
They set the tone for women boxing for the rest of the year. It was nothing but action packed.
Yeah.
They threw exactly 989 punches between both of them, and obviously I think Katie hurt her late, but it was just
I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't buy it. You know what I mean? Just whenever you spit out stats, I'm like,
you think he's making them up?
You did your research. All right, cool. I got it.
I thought you thought he was making it up.
I got numbers.
But at least if you say they threw like 900 punches like that,
that it was very exact.
He was very exact.
Yeah. Yes. I know. I couldn't believe. I'm like, y'all ain't get to 1,000. But it was a hell of a fight. And then after the fight, immediately it's rematch worthy. We get the 10 rounds, 2 minutes. But I felt like usually in women's boxing, I'm like, man, I need a longer round.
Yeah.
I felt like I got my worth out of that round. 2 minutes,
exactly
man.
what you wanted.
Like they gave us everything they had. So shout out to the women. Yeah, that's why I felt that was my fight of the year.
No doubt about it.